Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Read Aloud with Miss Cope. It is Monday, a start to the new week. It's a little dreary, but we have a lot of work to do inside, so I can't wait to see all of you later for reading class, face to face. Finally, it's been so long. But now we have some reading to do with The Might of Angels by Andrea Davis Pinkney. I do have permission from Scholastic to read this to all of you. Last time we left off, Goober was beaten real badly by the Hatch brothers, and Dawnie was so infuriated and upset. So, Saturday, December 18th, 1954, diary book. Let's see what happens next. Goober's gone somewhere I can't reach. He's locked himself off in a place that's deep inside him and has slipped down a silent hole. He won't talk. This morning, I unfolded our checkerboard, set it up with peanuts as playing pieces. Goob, want to play? Goober rocked in his seat at the kitchen table, eyes looking past me to where only he could see. Leave him be, Mama said. Sunday, December 19th, 1954, diary book. After what happened to Goober, Mama and Daddy have put my pogo far back in our cellar's canning closet. They said it's too dangerous to leave it in my bedroom closet where Goober can find it. You're not to play with that stick or even go near it, Daddy said sternly. Do you hear me, Dawnie? I understood why Daddy was being so strict, but winter passes quicker when I can at least see my pogo stick. Mama said, you can take it back out in May for your birthday. You are not to look for it before then. She was firm. That stick stays where it is until the 18th of May. Yes, Mama, I said. May is forever from now. The 18th of May is more than forever away. The only thing I can do is wait. Monday, December 20th, 1954, diary book. I tried to make Goober laugh tonight before bed, but it was no use. I put my curlers on each of my bare toes and danced the slop. He didn't even crack a smile. He watched me dance, though with a quick flick of his eye following my sloppy toes. I wonder what the slop is. A dance move. Wednesday, December 22nd, 1954, diary book. Goober's nose is badly bruised. So are my knuckles from punching. Friday, December 24th, 1954, Christmas Eve. Dear Santa, here is a new Dawnie wants list. 1. Dawnie wants Goober back. Saturday, December 25th, 1954, Christmas. Dear Santa, thank you. I got my Christmas wish. Goober padded into our living room with woolen feet. He yanked his Christmas stocking off the banister. It was filled with peanuts. He cupped a bundle in both his hands, offered me a bunch. Happy Christmas, Dawnie. My Christmas stocking jangled with 50 pennies, 10 nickels, and 5 dimes, a whole $1.50. I put the coins inside my Vaseline. That's the only good use for those shoes. Tuesday is December 28th, 1954, diary book. My report card came in the mail today. I made the honor roll. Woo, go Dawnie. I've pasted my report card here. Prettyman Coburn School, mid-year academic report. Student Dawnie R. Johnson, grade 7, marking this term. Math, B. English, A-. Science, A. History, A. So yeah, they can trick me into taking a test on the wrong day. They can ignore me in math and keep me hopping in English. I may not be a super duper genius, but I know what I know. And what I know is that when I bet, I'm playing to win. Same for school. Prettyman pitch as hard as you want, because I'm going for a home run. Good for Dawnie. Wednesday, December 29th, 1954, diary book. My name is in the Hatley Register for making the honor roll, and what do you know? They've listed the students alphabetically, and I'm in the right place with the J's. I sure hope Mrs. Taylor reads the paper. Our phone is back to ringing all day. Today I answered it. There was a voice coming through the receiver, a muffled man's voice. Milk batch, he said. I hung up quickly. Don't answer that phone, Mama scolded. Milk batch. Friday, December 31st, 1954, diary book. Here it is, the last day of the year, and the front page of the Hadley Register carried this headline: Hadley School Superintendent takes action to end integration. Says the Negro influence is tarnishing the learning effort. The article said integration has come too fast to Hadley, that segregation is a natural order of things, and rapidity with which integration has happened has caused social and emotional unrest for students at Prettyman, thus making it difficult for them to learn. I looked up rapidly and tarnished in my dictionary. Rapidly, the quality of moving, acting, or occurring with great speed. Tarnish, to make dirty, to stain, to soil. The only thing occurring with great speed is how fast I've been able to get good grades at Prettyman. If this has tarnished the learning efforts of those other kids, then they weren't too smart to begin with. Stupidity. Rapidly. Past midnight, we went to midnight church services to celebrate the coming of a new year. Reverend Coulier made an example of me in front of everyone. From his pulpit, he congratulated me for making the honor roll. He then referred to the newspaper article in the Hadley Register about the school superintendent wanting to end integration. Boy, did the Reverend preach tonight. He gave a sermon that started in the final half hour of 1954 and lasted through the first hour of 1955. He referred to the article again and again. He called me up to stand next to him in front of everybody. And here, he proclaimed, is the Negro influence. I really don't mind church, but our family seems to be getting a lot of attention. No wonder Yolanda's gone sour on me. After service, Yolanda came up close behind to where I was standing. She spoke so only I could hear what she had to say. She poked me at the waist. This here, Yolanda whispered, is the uppity influencer. Yolanda Graves has turned sometimey. She becomes one of those friends who's nice sometimes and sometimes not nice. The problem with sometimey people is that you never know which times they're on, nice or not nice. I've had friends like that, unfortunately. Saturday, January 1st, 1955, diary book. I'm glad I made the honor roll, but this new year doesn't feel happy or new. We're pushing the same old rock up the same old hill. At night, I dreamed about Goober's blood piercing the snow, and about the Hatch brothers turning into Haints, and about Daddy working at Sutter's Dairy and getting eaten alive by a giant cow, and Yolanda calling me uppity sometimes, and sometimes singing and making snow angels. I'm bone tired for not sleeping good. I'm hot night angry, too. This is not a new year to celebrate. If Jack and Jill went to the top of Hadley's same old hill, not even fetching a pail of water could put out the slow fire burning in me. Sunday, January 2nd, 1955, diary book. It's the in-between and I'm restless. I'm so glad to have this diary book. The book and my red pencil have become good friends. I need friends now. The sky is purple, same color as a scab. That means more snow. I don't like more snow. More snow gives me nightmares about Goober's bloody nose staining the white. My window has set the scab-colored sky behind a screen of gray, but there, by the radiator stream, the radiator paints the glass with its hot breath. Back to school tomorrow. Monday, January 3rd, 1955, diary book. There's a new girl in my homeroom. Her name is Gertie Feldman. Gertie Feldman is not like any white girl I've ever met. She talks like the lady from the NAACP. She speaks to grown-ups like she knows them. There's nothing shy about Gertie Feldman. At lunchtime today, Gertie was behind me in the cafeteria food service line when Miss Cora and Miss Billy served my plate with the most food of anybody, then served Gertie with the same measly portions every other student gets. Gertie wasted no time telling them she wanted what I had, and more gravy too, she insisted. Miss Cora and Miss Billy exchanged a sharp look that could only mean they have never witnessed a child like Gertie Feldman. When Gertie came to sit next to me, she said, "You get this whole table to yourself?" Before I could explain that the lunch table has been my own since September, Gertie was talking about how much she liked the gravy. The other kids in the lunchroom had their eyes all over Gertie and me. She didn't seem to notice or care. The best part about so much talking for Gertie is that she was quick to tell me she'd moved from Hadley, from Brooklyn, New York, the home of Jackie Robinson's team, the Dodgers. She was proud of it too, and Gertie's father is a doctor. When her mouth was too full of potatoes to speak, I was able to ask 2 questions. Gertie's answer was the same for both. Have you ever seen Jackie Robinson play? Gertie slurped her chocolate milk. Lots. I let her swallow before asking, have you ever seen a colored doctor? The last bit of chocolate milk gurgled through Gertie's straw before she said, lots. So it seems like New York, a lot different than Virginia during this time. More black people. Tuesday, January 4th, 1955, diary book. The only place I've seen more grease is at the bottom of Mama's skillet after frying bacon when Mama collected that thick yellow gunk to unstick my pogo spring. This morning, Mama was on a Vaseline mission. She would have shined my snow boots if I hadn't begged her to put that jumbo jar of goop away. She was determined to slather my face, though. Keeps the cold from chafing, she said, protects you from wind. Mama had my cheeks squeezed tight in the grip of her folded hand, and oh, did she smear. Even with my squirming, Mama was putting a shine on me that glistened more than a basted turkey. Hold still, Dawnie. I had no choice but to stand there and take it. She even spread the Vaseline on Daddy, who let her do it without complaining one bit. When Daddy and I left for school, it was cold. That stuff works, doesn't it? Daddy said as we faced the windy street, still cloaked in darkness. My hood was tied tight under my chin. January's bluster met us straight on. Okay, I admit, Brother Wind was no match for my basted turkey face. Waddle was waiting for me today. She's lucky to have a face full of fur, no grease for her. Later. I'm awake, writing fast. Tonight after supper, the phone rang 6 times. Mama didn't answer it. Daddy either. I know I'm not supposed to answer the phone, but this whole thing is riling me. On the 7th ring, I grabbed for it. Daddy tried to coax the receiver from my hand, but it was too late. A man's voice whispered the same strange message as before. Milk batch. I hung up quickly. Didn't tell Daddy and Mama what I just heard. I'm guessing this all has to do with the dairy boycott. Tonight I'll be sleeping with a light on. I'm scared to death. Wednesday, January 5th, 1955. Diary book. Mrs. Taylor must have gotten a note from Santa telling her that she needed to be more nice and less naughty. Today, Mrs. Taylor told me that I could clean the erasers during study hall so that I could go to PE in the gym with my class, which replaces the recess period I was missing last term. The only thing is, I still have to find some time to study somehow. Maybe I can clap the erasers fast, then make it to study hall for half the period. I'm sure not gonna worry my mind over it. With winter here and me having no recess all last semester, I was feeling like a cooped chicken at school. But starting tomorrow, I'm going to PE finally. Mama says that high expectations lead to serenity. That was sure true today. PE at Prettyman is for babies. We ended the period by hauling large blue mats onto the gym's center floor and participating in what Miss Remsen, our PE teacher, called tumbling. Each one of us had to take a turn doing somersaults down the length of the mat. I'm no Charlie's Atlas, but I can do a bunch more than an arm circle, toe touches, jumping jacks, and somersaults. You wouldn't know it, though, by watching me today. Thanks to Mama's Vaselines, my somersaults were the slurpiest bunch of tumbling ever. Each time I pressed my head to the mat, my greasy scalp sent me sliding. This did not sit pretty with the other Prettyman girls when they saw my oil patches left on the mat. They wanted to quit the tumbling. Mr. Remsen wouldn't let them, though. She made them somersault one after the other behind me. The only one who didn't make a stink about it was Gertie, who out-tumbled us all. We're going to stop there. Yay! So Dawnie actually found a person who she could talk to. Gertie Feldman seems like a good friend. I like to see if they actually bond or start hanging out more. And will that change her relationship with Yolanda even more? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Toodles, thanks for watching.